Hey guys, Stealth here and welcome to Battlecruisers. Battlecruisers is a nice small game that's coming out in a few days. It's coming out on February 5th, or by the time that you're watching this, it might already have been out. It's a game that comes out on Steam, but also on the smartphone, so you can play this on your iPhone or on your Android device as well. And as you play it, you can see that it is a mobile game. Now don't discard it immediately, because it's a nice little, fun little game. The story behind this is that Earth has been flooded, and just a few powers still have a battlecruiser, which is capable of engaging other battlecruisers, and thus it's a sort of survival of the fittest slash the buildiest. Because what this game allows you to do is build various things on your battlecruiser. The more levels you complete, the more items you unlock for your loadout. I currently have various different cruiser hulls that I can use, and each of these hulls have a number of builders, which build new things on top of the hull, a build time, health, speed, and anti-ship capabilities. Oh, sorry, that's the gunship. This is the cruiser. They have a set of slots, utility slots, deck slots, and platforms, and as we're going to be doing a bit of the gameplay, I'll show you what that means. The more you play it, the more ships you unlock, and particular missions might require a different tactic, and as such, a different hull. You can produce various things on your ship using builder bays. Builders provide, or a builder bay provides you more builders, so you can build stuff faster, but also repair stuff. Air factories allow you to produce bombers, fighters, and gunships, and what those things can do I will get to in a moment. And then the Naval Factory, basically a sort of extension of your bow, and it allows you to build attack boats, frigates, destroyers, and man-of-wars. The ship also needs to be defended. And this is defenses against smaller craft, such as the things that come out of the air factory or the naval factory. So you're going to need a ship turret to destroy attack boats, an air turret to defend against aerial units, a SAM site if you want to defend against aerial units a bit more efficiently, and the mortar if you want to do longer range anti-ship defenses. There is one more, but I haven't unlocked it yet. Offenses means that this is the weapon system that you use as the anti-cruiser, so you're targeting the enemy cruiser with this. Artillery, laser cannons, and something else. Tactical-wise, I can generate a shield by using a shield generator. It absorbs incoming fire and slowly regenerates as long as it doesn't take any fire. We also have Ultra, and Ultra provides weapon systems that are very, very capable. The Death Star launcher does require 10 builders and requires you 3 minutes to build this thing. There are 4 more unlocks, but I haven't gotten that far into the game. Ships, things that get produced by the ship factory, as you can see here, the Naval Factory. We have the attack boat, the frigate, the, I suppose, destroyer, and the man-of-war, which I still have to unlock. And then for aircraft, we have bombers, slow aircraft that attacks the enemy cruiser. Unless they get shot down, they will continue to attack the enemy battlecruiser. Very nice aircraft. Bit weak, because they don't have a lot of health. Gunships allow you to patrol around your own cruiser, not really going on the offensive against the enemy battlecruiser, but they can counter enemy ships. And then the last one, I suppose, is the fighter. Now, let me show you some gameplay. I already have done a couple of levels. There are quite a few of them. At least as far as I can tell. I'm currently at level 8 here. And judging by the number of icons here, I think you have 30, 40 levels, something like that. Let's just continue with Dog Squared. I am the latest UAC military superweapon with a 64 terahertz cold quantum processor. I already devised 50 billion ways to sink you. Any last words? Who's a good boy? Charlie is my own little robot, and he's a sassy little fellow. He always has these weird voice lines, and there's always this sort of short showdown between the two ships, or between the two captains, I suppose you could call it. So we're going to battle. Now, let me show you what I have over here. This is my battlecruiser. This is definitely no Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, nor does it try to be. It's just a simple, fun game that resembles forts to some extent. The slots that I have over here have different shapes. The ones that you can see as a sort of a U shape, that's where I can build a builder bay. And these allow me to have more builders so I can build and repair stuff faster. Then we also have the other icon, and that's this sort of echelon shape. That allows you to build shields, but also other defensive buildings. Ship turrets, air turrets, mortars, and SAM sites, and something else that I still have to unlock. You have 2 large slots over here, and that's where I can put my offensive weaponry, artillery and the Lascannon, let's say the laser cannon, but also the Death Star launcher. Provided that I have enough builders. It says I need 10, I currently only have 4. The thing that we're going up against is over here. This is the enemy battlecruiser, and it has already produced a shipbuilding bay, and is currently fixing up a battle boat of some sort. So I'm going to need to set up some defenses of my own in the form of a ship turret. I can put both of those there. And I'm probably going to have to prioritize those, so you can click them and hit Builder. And that will ensure that the builders prioritize that thing over anything else. Because I have a health bar here on the top left-hand side, and so do they. I'm Charlie, they're dog squared. And here we go. There is already an attack boat on its way to do damage against my craft. And it goes ever so slowly, but I am going to need the ship turret pretty quickly to deal damage to them. Now let's first continue with building these additional builder bays. I'm going to need that. And the ship turret will continue to devour the attack boats as they come in. Okay, we have another builder bay completed. Build another one here quickly. Let's see what else they're planning. I can see that they're building an air factory, so I'm also going to need some sort of defenses from aerial units. Let's set up a SAM site here. Another ship turret here, and a shield generator behind it. Builder bay ready. Go to full speed. Now, by now you can probably see what sort of an arcadey kind of game this is, and that's the appeal. As I mentioned, it is not Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, it's not trying to be, it's just a mobile game that also happens to come out on Steam.
Orders ready.
Now, over here we have an enemy bomber coming in. And this bomber is going to get greeted real soon by this SAM site, which I'm going to prioritize, because if I don't shoot that bomber down in time, it will start to do damage against my cruiser. And not just my cruiser, also the amount of things that I have here that I'm trying to build. My shield generator, the one that I was trying to build, just got knocked out, so I'm going to have to build another one. And once again it gets blown up. The SAM site is once again getting blown up. So prioritize this. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to build another, let's say, an anti-air turret. 50 seconds. SAM site 60 seconds. SAM sites are better. They just have more range. Prioritize this. Unfortunately, there will probably also be attack boats coming my way soon. Yeah, they're sending frigates. So I'll also have to counter that. Right now I don't have any kind of defenses, so this SAM site cannot come up soon enough. They currently only have 2 bombers overhead. There we go, one's attacking, the other one's coming up now. And I'm probably going to need a mortar to deal with the frigates as it comes in. There goes another bomber. Yep, target down. 2 SAM sites is generally an okay defense. But to make sure that ship doesn't take too much damage, I'm going to set up a shield generator. Yep, there we go. We already get engaged by the enemy frigate. These are annoying little ships, because they not only engage with a mortar, but they also have air defense. So they're capable of defending themselves from air attack. The mortar is ready. The mortar should now be, there we go, engaging the enemy frigate, but it's not always that accurate. So my shell, there we go, this one lands. The other one didn't quite land, but at least my shield generator's ready. Alright, my builders have nothing to do, so let's make sure they have another builder bay to build. I'm going to set up... No, I cannot set up another mortar, but I can set up another shield gen over there. And I'm just going to set up the Death Star. Why not? You might not have that thing right from the get-go, because it's something that you unlock as you play more missions, as you play more levels. That next mortar salvo hopefully will take out that frigate. Yep, frigate down. It's going to give my shield a little bit of time to recharge. As you can see, it's charging back up. And it's also allowing me to build the Death Star, which does take 3 minutes of in-game time to build. Now, what else can I build here? Quite a few things. I could build one of those factories up front. But a naval factory does require builders to maintain. And the more builders you require for something else, the less builders or the fewer builders are available for something that you might want. like getting repairs. Here we go. We have the satellite online. The Death Star is produced. The Death Star is going to fly all the way over towards the enemy cruiser and engage it. There is nothing that can shoot it down, short of destroying this particular building, the Death Star launcher. So, if you can, make sure you prioritize that on an enemy ship. The game, in case you're wondering, is only PvE. It's not PvP. Maybe that's going to come later, I don't know. But right now it's just you against the AI. Now the Death Star is currently working over one of these attack boats here, these frigates. So this one already took serious damage. I'm going to tell it to prioritize the Naval Factory, so I don't have too many more units coming my way. And since this enemy battlecruiser does not have any shields, it should be fairly easy to destroy that part of the ship and make sure that they don't have any capability of producing more attack boats or frigates. Now it's time for me to set up my own frigates, so I'm going to set up my Naval Factory here. And that's going to allow me to build ships of my choosing. Yep, there we go. The turret's down. They're going to try and deploy a mortar now. Mortar's dead. You know what? Attack the cannon. Attack the artillery. There we go. The artillery's dead. The enemy battlecruiser's already down to half health. Target. And in my case, I'm just going to set... Oh, it got destroyed, the Naval Factory. I have to rebuild that. Not only that, but they destroyed a bit more. They destroyed the shield generator. So that's now a priority. Get this thing fixed as quickly as possible. Because they have very low health. You really need to build these things fast. And I can just build a second one. And in the meanwhile, the Death Star can continue to harass the enemy ship. Just target that thing. Ooh, it almost got him. Because this way, I won't have any other aircraft to contend with. So we're going to build or attack their air factory. Making sure they cannot attack me anymore. At least, that's the objective. There we go. That one's destroyed. Next one is their new artillery gun. Back to my own ship. Once again, they were able to destroy the factory. But now I have shields. So now they're probably not going to be able to do that. Alright, now I can build some attack boats. And these are very cheap. Cheap and fast, 45 seconds to build. Versus a frigate which takes 80 seconds. Unfortunately, this is now a supreme target for the enemy frigates. So let's set up an air factory here. And that air factory is going to be producing gunboats, which will be capable of attacking the enemy frigates. Air factory ready. Gunships. They keep blowing up that attack boat before it's even built. That frigate of mine. Switch to attack boat, please. Yeah, once again, they blew it up. Here's my first gunship. And it's working away against the enemy frigates. Now, there's not a lot to control. You just tell it to fly, or well, you don't even tell it to fly. You just build it, and it'll automatically get to where it needs to be. In the meanwhile, let's see if I can get rid of some of their builder bays. Because they keep repairing their own ship, of course. And not only that, but they've also built another air factory. So if I can get rid of some of their builder bays, that will allow me to hopefully demolish that ship without constantly it getting repaired. Because now they're going to have to pick, do we want to repair the ship, or do we want to build more repair bays? That's their air factory. That's another repair bay. Air turret is not really a priority. Yeah, let's just engage the ship itself. Target the hammerhead. Now, I'm not quite satisfied with how quickly / slowly I'm engaging the enemy. At least, they don't really have the capability anymore to produce new craft, because they don't have enough builders. So all of my gunships here are just patrolling back and forth. And I can now set the air factory to start building bombers instead. So long as I keep their air defenses suppressed, I'm going to be perfectly safe. So I'm going to target the SAM site. There we go. SAM-site destroy. Target the Builder Bay. Target the other Builder Bay, unless it's blocked. It's a bit blocked. My attack boats here are trying to do damage, but they are getting countered. So that ship turret needs to go. The mortar needs to go. And then these attack boats can just do a bit of damage. In the meanwhile, I also have a bomber flying back and forth. And there is another bomber already on the way. And since they don't have any air-to-air defenses, they really cannot do that much against it. They have, however, repaired their their Builder Bays. So target those again. And now it should be fair game. And Dog Squared is gone. Now, every different ship that you encounter has a different combat style and will behave different. We've independently invented a new type of 6-4 terahertz cold quantum booster. Okay. Try placing next to your artillery. Improves the performance of nearby buildings. Increases turret fire rate, shield recharge rate, and factory production rate. Really nice. Alright, let's go on to the next. Is that Clive mixed up with David? Asked Charlie. My name is pronounced Clived, and yes. Okay. That made very little sense. Let's see, what do they have? That is a sizable battlecruiser, a light cruiser with faster builder bays and ultralisks. I'm not even sure what an ultralisk is, but I'm first going to set up my own economy, if you will. So my builder bays. And I probably will have to deal with a lot of production stuff coming my way. So I have to defend against... Let's see what they're building up. Not building air threats yet. Give me another one. I'm going to set up my defense here. Let's go with a shield and a booster. And then also set up an artillery system here and an artillery system there. It's going to take me a while to build, but that's fine. What are they working on? Nothing yet. They're still fixing up their builder base. There's their shield gen. Okay, the booster is active. The shield is active, and we're now building up the artillery. Let's start by building one. And then get the next one going. I'm not sure what the range of effectiveness of this booster is, but we'll just see. Artillery ready. Accurate, sorry, powerful but inaccurate anti-cruiser weapon. And yes, it immediately impacts with their shields and really doesn't do any kind of damage. They're building a Death Star launcher. Oh, alright. So that's what you're working on. Interesting. Can I build another booster? Over there. It's not ideal. Now I hope that I can very, very quickly sink this enemy battlecruiser before... There we go. That thing is already coming up. I need to target this Death Star launcher. Because there is no way to shoot down that Death Star. As I just showed you, it just keeps going. It keeps attacking. Or actually, no, I didn't show you that. It just keeps attacking. So it is very important for me that I shoot that thing down. And that I set up some more defenses. Increase shield generation. And set up another booster here. Hopefully my artillery can overwhelm their shields and blow up the Death Star gen. And they're also building a Lascannon, a laser cannon. Well, that's going to be interesting. Shield knocked out. But those things recharge pretty quick. Yep, there we go. The laser cannon is now active. Hit. I have managed to hit the enemy unit, but I lost my shields here. That's problematic. And not only that, but that Death Star overhead is going to cause all sorts of mayhem. And I'm starting to already lose hit points here. Now, what they don't have is any kind of production capability. So, with... Yeah, they don't have any kind of defenses here. I just need to have a bunch of frigates and attack boats going after them. Provided I can live long enough. Uh-oh. Artillery's gonna get scorched. And that Death Star overhead's gonna be a real mess. Alright, start building attack boats and be quick about it. Repair this turret. Nope, too late. Fine. Builds. Yeah, anything that gets in the way of that laser is going to get killed. So there goes the artillery. I guess I'm going to have to try and build my own Death Star. But I don't think that I can live for 180 seconds. Let's hope that the attack boats can do something useful. Because this thing is going to have to do a lot of work against that shield before it's going to be effective. Oh, and now they have turrets. Okay. Target that turret. And meanwhile, we're going to be producing a few frigates instead. Anything I get built immediately gets harassed by that Death Star up above. Shield gen. Booster, please. Yeah, and immediately gets knocked out again. Oh, that laser's annoying. These things take 40 seconds for a booster, but they immediately get destroyed. That's the problem. This is a tricky one. Let's see, what don't they have? They have a mortar. They don't have air defenses. That might be my ticket. So we're going to set up an air factory here. And this is going to be a priority now. Because if I can just have a load of bombers overhead, that might work. Always look at what your enemy does not have. There we go. Now we're just mass producing bombers. Let's see if the enemy's reacting to that. Yeah, they are. I have one SAM site here. 2 SAM sites, in fact. An air turret there. So my bombers are really not getting through. Unless I overwhelm them. That might work. So, set the builders on this one. I need this thing to get produced. But I don't think I'm going to survive this one. There we go. Got blown up. Alright, we're going to try something else. I'm probably going to need a different ship here. A different hull. Loadout. Cruisers. We're going to go for the Bullshark because it has much, much greater health. Boosts the build speed and fire rate of all defensive buildings. Which in this case could be what I require. So, once again, set up the builders first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Set up... Probably an early rush of builders might work. Air factories here. So I can have 2 air factories and then augment it with a couple of boosters. That's the plan. Prioritize this. We're going to just try and overwhelm their air defenses. Oh, no, 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 no. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, I want to produce bombers and more bombers. Then set up a booster here and here. Can we build more builders? No, that's it. Okay, how are we doing? Their shield generator's active and they also have 1 SAM site. But at this rate, I'm going to be producing bombers at a pretty alarming rate. So hopefully we can overwhelm them. Especially if I tell this thing to be a priority. We're going to be mass producing these bombers very, very quickly. And set up a shield gen right here and a booster in front of the shield gen. Yeah, their shields are already starting to take some damage. And sure enough, our bombers are getting killed off. There comes the Death Star launcher. Booster's ready. Yeah, we're gonna need this thing. Built that. Built that thing. Alright. Time to mass produce. I'm not sure if I can overwhelm them. Let's see. Just send out as many of these bombers as possible and hope that combined they will do enough damage. Yep, they're starting to take some damage. I want to engage their Builder Bay if I can. Look at the amount of bombers that I have overhead. There we go. Target the Builder Bay. The fewer Builder Bays they have, the more broken their economy is going to be, and the more damage I can do. In the meanwhile, I'm starting to take damage. Actually, should be the priority, the Death Star. And I could use a few more Builder Bays, as it seems like 2 of mine got blown up. Prio that one. I still have a whole air wing overhead, and so long as they don't shoot them all down, I can probably overwhelm them. The Death Star array is destroyed. Now we're going to target their SAM site. SAM site destroyed. Target the artillery. Go on. There we go. And now they're pretty screwed. Because now they're just trying to fix as much damage as they can, but I continue to throw more and more and more bombers their way. So it means that they really don't have that many ways to defend themselves. And you can slowly but steadily see them get destroyed. So, different tactics, different ships. You are the first pirate in history to acquire live nuclear weapons. Congratulations on this splendid achievement. Nuke launcher. Launches a nuclear warhead that is guaranteed to destroy the enemy cruiser. There are no counters. It takes you 10 minutes to build this thing up. Good lord. Right, well that's Battlecruisers. Coming out on February 5th. I just wanted to show it off because I had fun with it. I think it's a nice game. Don't take it terribly seriously. Maybe not get it for PC, but try and get it for Android or iPhone. And just have some fun with it as you're bored or on the toilet or wherever you use your phone. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See you soon for the next one.